I think one of the biggest things that people have a problem with when they go out and they meet people, like for dating, let's say, now. So most people are dating on dating apps. They're literally starting dating on dating apps, and then they go out and they meet people, and most of the time, and that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that, but most of the time they go out and they meet the people, and it's like they don't even fucking look how they portray themselves online. It's just different. It looks different. So that's the first and foremost. And I think it goes both ways. Girls are, they look different. Their makeup is different. They're fatter usually. Guys are older usually. They're way older than they actually are. Portrayed online. And so everybody kind of starts that relationship out with deceit, which isn't necessarily any different than it's ever been. Start with a little bit of deceit, and then people cap a little bit. It is what it is. Both men and women do. But what I see is that I think with dating apps, people first go out, they meet people, and they're initially immediately disappointed. And then it's like, all right, well, fuck. I guess we'll just get through this, let's just go through it because I'm just being polite, and they really wish they hadn't, I think let's just normalize, you go out on a date, you show up, you do this, and then you just walk away. If it's any different or or there's disappointment at all with what you see, just immediately turn around. And that, in my opinion, is the politest thing you can do. Because what's the alternative? You sit there fucking talking about their career or their favorite color or their best favorite band in high school for an hour and some change, kind of leading them on. I think that's worse. It's worse to kind of lead them on and think that there's ever going to be a possibility of something further than it is to just simply size them up immediately, go, and walk away. I think that's nicer. That's the nicer approach, in my opinion. Good evening. I prefer to meet in the wild the good old-fashioned way. Yeah, but people don't go out in the wild anymore. People are going to fewer clubs. People are going to fewer bars and lounges. People just want to stay home more. It just is what it is. We're telecommuting. Everybody's kind of becoming a hermit more and more these days. It's harder to meet people. I agree with you. I would much rather meet in person, of course. Like meet them in person, out in your element, in your world, fine. But that's just not super common. It's becoming less and less common. So people meet online, social media, which I've always said from the beginning. I got canceled for that a long time ago. I said from the beginning that all apps are dating apps. Fucking all of them. Especially social media. It's just a dating app. So people are meeting on social media. And fair enough, whatever. It's all good. There's no rules for that. But I'm just saying, since people are using social media as dating apps, then therefore it's simply a matter of like casting a wide net, meeting people online is totally fine. But when you meet them online, since everything's fucking filtered and everything's, I think that it's nicer and more polite to simply walk away immediately than to sit begrudgingly through a date because you think you're being polite. I don't know. That's just me. Solution to being socially awkward and not being able to tell jokes. Well, you're not going to be able to tell jokes if you're not comfortable. That's it. I mean, you can't. How are you going to think of funny things to say if you're just like frigid and startled? And you know what though? It's normal when you're in a new element, new place, a new environment. You're going to feel a little bit like you're scanning the room, you're checking, making sure it's safe, and all that stuff. In order to get over that feeling, you got to go out a lot. And you got to frequent places a lot. You got to get used to like the lay of the land, so to speak. If you do that more frequently, 4 or 5 times a week, then you'll start getting used to and more comfortable with being in the environment in the first place. Then you'll be able to be much more comfortable and you'll be able to communicate better. And then the jokes and your flow will start to happen. Got to go out a lot though. Hello from St. Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Russell, how did you get your job at Northrop? Through applying or like straight out of school? Actually, that's funny. I have a degree in mathematics, and I worked at a defense organization, for-profit company called Northrop Grumman, building weapons for the government. It was like F-35s, F-18s, B-52 bomber. Now they got a bunch of other stuff going on over there. Big aerospace company in California. For me, I didn't get it right out of school. The first job I actually got was a sea line company called Maersk. So basically, I went to like a job fair or something, and they got an interview with a company called Maris, but I don't know, they're impressed with my social skills or something. I don't know, but I ended up getting into a supervising training program at Maris, which is really cool. It's a Fortune 500 company. I think like number 48 or something like that. And it shipped me out to California. I was working, where they unpack and pack up the trucks that go over the road. I fucking hated that job. I hated it. It was a good experience, but I was like, fuck this. So I quit that job after I finished my program. I didn't want to become a manager or do any of that stuff. So I left. And then I worked as a bartender and a front door guy. I was actually a bouncer at a club and at the beach for like 6 months. And I applied to Northrop Grumman because this girl I was dating at the time, her parents worked there. Now, it's not like I was any nepotism or anything. They didn't get me in. But they said, oh, I work there. You should apply. You have a STEM field degree, whatever. So I said, okay. I didn't even know what Northrop Grumman was. I'm from the fucking sticks. I don't know anything. So I applied for this company. I got an interview. I've always killed it with the interviews. And got a job. You have great style, man. Thank you. Is that your home? Yes. Why did you hate the job? It just wasn't for me. They're loading and unloading trucks, working at a shipping yard. Like, that's not my cup of tea, my guy. Not me personally. Bouncer at a bar, small guy. Yeah, I was a bouncer at a bar, but I wasn't like the muscle bouncer. I was the face bouncer. So I was the guy that was like checking IDs, making sure people were coming in underage, kind of screening folks, getting paid. It was a cool gig, but I wasn't the muscle kind of bouncer. They had those guys that were like, I'm 6'1", like I'm tall, but I'm skinny. So like for me, picking up dudes and escorting them out is not my thing. I was the one that was like more flirting with the girls at the front door. That was my thing. It was a cool gig. I had a fun time doing it. What city are you in now? I'm in Beverly Hills. Cute dog. Oh, you saw Max running around? Okay, let's see here. You were just on a few nights ago. Hey, Doris. Yeah, I was on. I've been trying to get on more frequently. We'll see. It's for me, going on live is like, it's such a sporadic thing. I never wanted to be a slave to social media. I love social media. I like posting on it, whatever. I like telling jokes. I like, I love doing the lives. But I really didn't want to feel like I had to. I have to post. I have to go on. I don't like that. I don't want my money to depend on it. Like, I don't want to live off social media. I don't want to be a creator necessarily. And that's just not something I wanted to do. But I do enjoy going on. It's just been a while since I've been on. Before last time, I wasn't on for like a month. Do you have a brother named John? No. Net worth, I'm doing all right. What drives you besides money? Well, you got to have money. At the end of the day, boys and girls, if you don't have money, you're not going to get very far. If you got to make money, especially as a man. I'm a single man. I don't have any kids, but one day I want kids. I want a family and kids and things. And like, basically, once you have a family and your wife pumps out your kids or whatever, I mean, you basically become sort of an ornament for her, and she's got to raise your family, doing things. You guys do it together to make sure that you have enough means to provide not only for your woman or women or whatever, and all your children and yourself in a way that is adequate and sufficient. And so for me, I think those habits and behaviors start really, really early. And so I know my job as a man. So I just, for now, since I'm single, what the fuck else am I going to do but make money? So that's the key, in my opinion. You're an attractive man. Congrats. All right. Well, thanks. Good days and bad, though. What's up, Instagram? You can host a TV show, Hartley. You think? What shoes are you wearing? These are Loro Pianos, kind of house loafers. Where do you find attractive guys like you that have high, well-paying jobs and are ready for family? Fuck if I know. That's not my target demographic. I like your thinking. Tell your mom she's good. Yeah, I actually just spoke to my mother yesterday. She's doing good. I retired my mother some time ago, so she doesn't work anymore. She doesn't do anything. And she has a husband. She has her job is to take care of her younger than her husband. But outside of that, she doesn't have to work. So I think they just went to Asheville for Memorial Day weekend. Do you like to golf? No. God, golfing's the worst. It's like you hit the ball and you're just like, well, there, it's over there. You got to get in a cart and drive over there. It's all slow as fuck. And it's just, all right, let's go. I think everybody's just playing golf and getting drunk as fuck the whole time on the green. I personally think it's lame. It's boring to me. I played tennis though. I played tennis in high school and college. How was your weekend? It's good. Long. What are the harsh truths about dating? We're talking about it as it comes up. There are also people asking me other questions too. Your sound effects for? Love tennis. Yeah. Phone are you using now? I don't know, the latest one. I got a couple of phones though. My Instagram keeps kind of stuttering. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a lagging issue or whatever. Sometimes, like, I don't know if there's inclement weather or something in the hills, like the service here gets really shoddy. It could be a lot of things going on though. What's your current job? I don't have a job. I have several businesses that sort of just run themselves, and I just collect dividends on that. So, what's this live about? Well, I'm doing some Q&A here. Do you still use your mathematics degree? Yeah, yes. I'm definitely more like analytical in nature, I would say, but I still need a calculator. I like driving the golf cart. That's it. Fair enough. Hello from NC. I'm from South Carolina, but I live in LA now. You guys are asking some strange questions. What's up, Instagram? What's up, Girth? Ace? What's up, guys? I have 200, 300K sitting in savings. What would you do with it? Make a lot more than that. That's not enough. Not enough to go very far. What part of FC? So I'm from the Myrtle Beach area. I went to college in Charleston, but I live in Los Angeles. What watch is this? This is a Patrimony by Vacheron. I don't know if you guys are into that kind of stuff. Vacheron Constantin. What's going on in here? What are some good ways for a woman to shoot their shot with a guy? Well, here's the thing about women shooting their shot. Women, it's almost, a lot of men say, oh, well, if a woman would just approach me and kind of like make it clear that she likes me, it would make things like, I would understand more. Because a lot of guys don't fucking know anything. They don't know anything. They can't read signals. They're definitely not mind readers, but they have a hard time just understanding women in general. Women will tell them plainly all the things they're thinking, and men just have a hard time just even fucking understanding you guys. So if a woman comes up to a guy and says, hey, I like you, it's almost off-putting to a man. He's like, huh? What's going on here? Like, what do you mean? Like, what's going on? Like, because it would be confusing almost. So instead, I think the best way to shoot your shot with a guy is the normal approach, which is simply good positioning. So if you see let's say you see a guy at a bar that you're interested in talking to or whatever, it's all about positioning. Just put yourself in a position nearby where it would be awkward for him not to speak to you. That's it. That's the answer. And then just be receptive and polite. Don't just be like waiting for him to say a thing that makes you excited or encourageable. Just simply be very receptive, smile a lot, and then engage, show interest in them after you put yourself in a position where they have no choice but to speak to you. That's the best way by far. Allow them to feel like they're leading, even though you're the one who really initiated. Does that make sense? Is dating worth it in 2023? What's the alternative, sis? Just be fucking single forever? Just be lonely sitting on your bed? I don't know, doing nothing all the time? I think that dating has been hard for everyone, always. It's always been hard for everyone. So it's going to also be hard now, whatever. At the end of the day, there's going to be far more people that you don't jive with, that people that you like and actually could spend time with and so on. It's going to be far more people you don't like. So it's sort of a numbers game. It's a lot of hit and miss. Most people it won't work out with. So just keep putting yourself out there. There's morsels of fun in the moment of all those interactions. And then also you might Find somebody that really complements your life and makes you happy. So it's worth it, I think, for those reasons. Outside of that, though, it might not be worth it if you just keep picking shitty partners all the time. Is horrible dating now? When I was younger, it's easy. I think that's a common thing. As people get older, men and women get older, they get kind of settled in your life and in your ways. Like you get kind of used to how things are around you in your life. Like for me, I want to sleep in my nice big bed alone with my dog. Like I don't mind if people stay the night with me. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, what I am saying though is that like I get used to like certain things in my life, you know? And as you get older, that becomes more and more like solidified, and you don't want people like in your space. Why don't you work out? I do work out. Everybody should work out. Here's the thing. Working out will help you like keep your mind organized. A big one. I got a story for you, my brother. Okay. Do you get bored? Yeah, everybody gets bored. Like, my life is exciting. I personally enjoy my life. But I've set myself up in such a way where I get to enjoy my life. I like the things that I do. I don't do stuff I don't like to do. So my life, for me, is exciting. I don't work out. I got roids. That's funny. Teach me your riz. Come on, Max. Dude, straw. Yeah. I drink all the sodas and stuff through a straw. Keeps my teeth white. Notice how white my teeth are? You should start using a straw too. I drink coffee through a straw. This is Max, my boy Max. The housekeeper's at the door, so he's like sweeping out there. So he's like, he can hear her. Yes, they are white. See? I worked hard to get to where I'm at. Okay, that's a good one. I work hard to get to where I'm at. Now we'll only have a prenup. Well, I mean, you're a woman, but most judges throw out prenups. It's pretty fucking common. They just disregard them. So, good luck with that, but no amount of like pre-written contract before marriage or whatever is truly going to save you if the government's involved. Frat guy, no, I was not in a fraternity at all. I got along with those guys, but that wasn't my cup of tea. I'm not into that kind of thing. Hello. My girlfriend lied about having cancer. Her boyfriend for attention, and is this a red flag? My girlfriend lied about having cancer to her ex-boyfriend for attention. You already know the answer to that. I mean, dude, if anybody's lying for attention, especially something that's that serious, it's obviously a red flag. Like, come on. Why would you want to do something? Why would you want to be with somebody that you know for sure is capable of doing that? What do you think is going to happen? They're not going to do it to you? But not to me, though. She would never. Of course she will. Of course she will. How tall are you? I'm 6'1". What brand is the quarter zip? Brunello. Nice to see you. Hi, Hudson. Hello. Good evening from Ohio. Hello. How's it going? Are you an attorney? Are you an attorney? No. Yeah, he's live finally. Hey, what's up, Sophia? Good. Do you have many friends? Yeah, I have a lot of friends. It depends though. A lot of my friends are out in their world making money. So we're friends, we'll catch up on the phone or whatever, but they're busy, I'm busy. We all kind of are things. We're friends, and then we'll come together and we'll do hang out once a year kind of deal, and then boom, we're off doing our thing. And that's pretty normal, especially as you get older. What you selling on here? I'm not selling anything on here, actually. What's up, guys? FYI, it's illegal to give out legal advice when you're not an attorney. I'm not an attorney. Got out of a long-term relationship last year, and I worry I won't find another partner again. Well, Sabrina, at the end of the day, what's the alternative? You got out of a long-term relationship. What are you supposed to do? Sit on your bed, cover up with a blanket, and mourn the loss of the relationship that you won't have again? I mean, that seems like very not productive for you. Instead, you should just get out there and meet new people. It's fun. It can be exciting. I know it's a bit daunting at first, but put yourself together, get yourself back out there, and you'll be surprised. Oftentimes, the next person you meet, that you end up in a relationship with, you end up far more in love with that person than anybody you've ever been in love with before. Because the good thing about getting older is simply that you get older, you start to understand more about who you are, what you want, and more importantly, what you don't want. So therefore, it's better and easier for you to sift through all the minutia of the prospects in dating to find a partner more suitable. And the ex that you think you've been in love with so much for a year ago is actually the person that taught you all the things that you don't want and won't put up with. So now you can leverage that new knowledge to find yourself a man better suited for you that is going to be a better partner. That's just the answer. You look like money. Okay, thank you. Thank the ex and move on, right? Yeah, I mean, you can. I wouldn't say call him up and thank him, but I would just be like, something that I learned so that I can apply that to my life now, so I'll know how not to be treated in my future relationships. Just take a personal note to thank them, don't call them up and thank them. That's no good. Any tips about boys playing hard to get? If a boy's playing hard to get with you as a woman, then they're not interested in you. That's it. Is it cold where you are? I'm in Beverly Hills, and it is cold today. It's like 64 degrees. What's up, Shelly? I like the jacket you wear. It really makes you dashing. Sweater? Yes, the weather is a little crazy. Hello from Costa Rica. Hello. A guy wanted to take me serious and then said I was too good for him and wants to rekindle things later. Okay. He said that you were too good for him and then broke up with you so that he can sleep with a bunch of other women and then guilt-free or whatever and then come back to you after he's done all that. That's what he really means. I'll just go ahead and interpret that for you. Keeping his height a secret. I'm 6'1". These shoes give me like a bit of a 3/4 of an inch or something like that. It's like, so with shoes on, like 6'2". Favorite men's cologne? Right now I'm wearing Bleu de Chanel. Taking this hard. It can be. Nice to see you. I'm from Asia. Nice to see you too. Hello. What's up, Elena? Hi, guys. He won't emotionally connect. It's been 5 months. Lisa asks. Here's the deal. Men have hard to be very emotional. Some guys are. A lot of guys are not. And just because he isn't emotional like you would expect him to be, or he isn't emotional with you like a woman would be, it doesn't mean he doesn't like you. That doesn't mean anything. Some guys are just stoic, man. I'm kind of like that. I'm kind of very tough to gauge in that regard. I come across as very, sometimes borderline crass sometimes. So it doesn't mean he doesn't like you. So I wouldn't worry about that. But you should ask. You should say, kind of what are we? What are we doing? I'd like you would want to know that at least. Good morning from Nepal. Oh shit, what's up? My wife are both swingers. Whoa, hang on. My wife and I are both swingers, and we have 2 children together. At what age should we tell our children? I'm not so sure children need to know about your sex life. In fact, I mean, even as the kids grow up all the way to high school, they don't really need to know about their parents having sex with each other, let alone anybody else. Does that make sense? I think you just keep that shit private. Your kids don't need to be involved in what goes on behind the bedrooms with whomever. And I would just simply not address that directly with them. How are you? What if you're overweight a little and he is implying he won't like you that way? Like you're gaining weight, Kelly, and then he's saying, hey, your weight bothers me. Are you going to do something about that? First of all, I think that's fucking fair. If he dated you and you look one way, and then now your appearance is changing in a dramatic way, and he then expresses to you, hey, your weight is bothering me, now that you're changing the way you look, and I'm no longer attracted to you like I used to be, I'm letting you know now in advance. I think, what else would you want him to do? You want him to lie to you? I think it's fair. I think it's better that he fucking tells you now and up front, so that you have an opportunity to make whatever necessary adjustments to keep your partner satisfied, happy. And it would go the other way too. Same thing. If he starts getting a big fat beer gut, it would be fair for you to say, hey, dude, you're getting a big fat beer gut, and it's causing me to lose physical attraction to you. And as long as you tell them up front and give them an opportunity to change it, it's better that they say something early, because what's the alternative? They say nothing and then quietly resent you and then break up with you out of fucking nowhere. What's the alternative? What color do you like the most? I like blue. Him love you for you? No. Love, boys and girls, is conditional. Straight up. You don't just love you for you. The only people that love you for you are your mother. That's it. If you guys don't think that relationships or marriage is work on both of your part, constant work on yourself and the relationships, you are sorely mistaken. People don't just love you forever for nothing. You do nothing. You just exist, the not so great person that you are, and they just love you, unconditionally. Nope. No way. What are you drinking? I'm drinking these Ghosts. You guys have these like sugar-free Ghosts. I don't really like the red ones as much, but I'm drinking these. Drinking this because I'm a little out of it today. I thought my laundry was going off for a while. Yeah, they're back there doing laundry. Travel plans for the summer? Yeah, I'm probably going to be going around a bit. Are you a Taurus? No, I'm a Libra. Is that the ice cream truck? Yeah, no, it's a laundry machine. How many relationships have you been in? Enough to know what I'm talking about. People change from 20 to 50. Of course you do. Everybody's going to grow old and their physical appearance is going to change and all that stuff. But if your partner is already bringing up to you that they don't like the change in your appearance that's happening now because of all of the reasons they're happening, which I have no idea about, at least they're bringing it up to you in advance. You see, it's better than quiet resentment or hatred, because that's what resentment evolves into. So if you are simply causing if something is happening with you, because I don't know, who the fuck knows what it is. Something is happening with you that is causing your partner to have quiet resentment for you. You could also simply address it, talk about it, and have some sort of corrective action. And by the way, that's how you handle every problem in your relationship. Every fucking one of them. Whether it's your physical appearance, communication issues, parental disagreements, all of it. It's as long as they bring it up to you, they got a problem with it, they bring it up to you, as mundane as you might think it is, or as unfair as you might think it is. Who gives a fuck what you think? As long as your partner brings up what's bothering them before it becomes quiet resentment, you can now take actionable steps to make your relationship better. And if you guys think that they shouldn't have to, and you should just be permanently loved, always, no matter what, despite all your faults and shortcomings, which you have a fuck ton of, then you're mistaken and immature, and grow up. Finally, the answer is, at least they're telling you before it becomes a problem. And by the way, you're welcome. That's a free therapy session for you. Thanks for the gift, guys. Appearance is everything. It's shallow. It matters so much how you look and carry yourself in this world. As a man or a woman, your appearance matters a lot. You think that you could just walk out of the house, be completely disheveled, not put a comb through your hair, not do anything with your skin routine or anything, and you're just walking out in the world and you just think, well, appearance isn't everything. That's not what should matter. Nobody gives a fuck what you think. Appearance absolutely matters. How you carry yourself matters. How you dress matters. How you groom yourself matters. It always matters. Not only in your personal relationships, but in your professional ones and in your romantic ones. It always matters. Grow up. You think that your partner doesn't, once you start having a relationship with somebody or kids with somebody, you don't think that you have to be physically attractive to them? Don't you want to be physically attracted to your partner? Don't you want your partner to be physically attracted to you? Or are you just going to roll out of bed and say, appearance isn't everything? That shouldn't matter. Why brush my teeth today? It shouldn't matter. That's dumb as fuck. Grow up. Your skin is excellent. What do you use? Yeah, good day isn't bad. He's speaking truth. People just don't want to hear it. Yeah, they'd rather roll out of bed, don't fucking put a brush through their hair, don't brush their teeth at all, don't trim their mustache, and just go, well, looks don't matter. I eat Twinkies for breakfast. Looks don't matter. Who cares? It shouldn't matter how I look. I should be loved unconditionally because I'm just so great. Fucking grow up. How do guys decide which girl is just a hookup versus a relationship? I don't think they know up front. But I think they feel that out as they get to know the girl better. You sound like a hater. No. Not a hater. What's up, bro? What's up, JoJo? I think you have that twisted to an extreme. No, I don't. I think I'm very clear with that. And if you guys think that, as a woman, you guys think that that the way you look doesn't matter to a man, you're fucking wrong. Incorrect. The way you look as a woman to a man is so important. And the other way too. Both ways. But in life, the way you look absolutely matters. Of course it does. So if somebody says to you, hey, I don't like what's going on with your appearance, and they have the courtesy to tell you up front, your partner tells you that, there's things that you can do to improve that situation and therefore improve your relationship. Rather than them be too afraid to say anything to you because you're going to come back and say, oh, well, looks don't matter. You shouldn't have to worry about my looks. That's so misogynistic or whatever the fuck people fucking justify their bad habits with. And then the man's going to go, oh, I shouldn't have said that. And then now he's not going to say anything, and he's just going to fucking hate you quietly. Dumb as fuck. Y'all should be able to hear that and take it like an adult. You're right. Of course I'm right. You're very nice looking. Thank you. Good days and bad though, but I'll take it. Hang on. Let's see if I can do something like this. Whoop. I can't even look at it. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. I feel like you, oops. I feel like you'll ignore a lot of comments. Yeah, I can't read. There's 472 people on TikTok. There's people on Instagram. I'm reading what I can at once in between answering questions, of course. Strong personality has strong opinions, of course. I gave up and wrote a comedy. I gave up and wrote a comedy book about online dating instead. It's exhausting at any age. It is exhausting. I think it's just a matter of you have too many choices. Like, especially as a woman. So when you're on dating, you have these dating apps, you're just swiping through guys, whatever. And if you're pretty, lots of guys will agree that you're pretty and will swipe on you too. And then you got to choose, and the likelihood that you're going to choose wrong is super fucking high. And then you're going to go on these dates, and it's just going to be like, fuck, if you go to 3 bad dates in a week, you're like, God damn, fuck this. You know, and it's worse if you're a busy guy because you're only going on 1 new date a week or less if you're actually doing something with your life. And the likelihood that you're gonna swipe on a girl and then she's gonna show up and not look at all what she portrays herself to look like is common. And then women who go out with a guy and then he's gonna be 15 years older than what he says he is, and like all this shit. It's just it's a big fucking mess, all of it. Dating advice and staying together forever advice are different. Yeah, of course. Of course it is. Couldn't agree more. Do you online date or do you prefer to meet organically? I prefer to meet organically, personally. However, it's less and less common because I'm not going out anymore like that. I'm not going out to clubs and stuff. And generally, most people are sort of staying in and opting on using social media, using dating apps, whatever. And it's very, very common to meet people online, whatever that means, Instagram, any of those apps. So because of that, most people are more opting into dating apps. Come to Bolivia, I might. Where are you from? I'm from Charleston in South Carolina, but I live in Beverly Hills. You would find good-looking women in all their glory at clubs. I just said clubs as an example. I mean, clubs, bars, any of that stuff, really. I'm just giving you an example. Like, I'm not going out much anymore. I mean, in fact, I barely leave my house anymore. Everything's sort of done for me. Everybody comes to me. I don't know. Hello. I live in Charleston. I live there. I love Charleston. I went to college there. It was cool. Nice. I live in Columbia, South Carolina. Nice. I know that neck of the woods. Gamecocks, right? Beverly Hills. Fake world. I'm going to guess if you surround yourself by fake people, I suppose. What do you do for fun? Well, I have a couple of supercars, and so I'll drive like down here and then like just kind of mob around the hills on Mulholland Drive supercars. That's a good like decompression for me. I like doing that. I'll kind of like play little games on the roads and stuff. I don't know. Nothing I want to talk about here, but I have fun doing that. Jesus loves you, I've heard. I live in Marin County. Marin or Marion? I'm afraid to go back, but I miss him and my life. He told me I was disrespectful and used him. Well, were you disrespectful and did you use him? Marin? In America, with a signet ring, like how? Oh, you're talking about my ring? This is a gift from a very important person in my life. Let's see here. Hello there. Hello. You for real drinking a Ghost through a straw? Yeah, so a lot of these like canned drinks, and I drink sodas and stuff because I'm a redneck from the South. Coffee too. I drink all this stuff through straws. It kind of passes the teeth. My teeth, look at my teeth. My teeth white? See how white they are? That's how they stay white. By the way, that's pro tip. Drink coffee through a straw. It's safe to make your teeth white as fuck. Pretty white, pretty straight. No, as a stay-at-home mom and no income, watched our finances and tried not to disrespect him. That girl, honestly, I don't know the specifics of the relationship. I hate to comment on that. But I would say that if that's how Bieber at one time crashed his Lamborghini. Okay. Seemed very put together. Thank you. You look fresh with cornrows. Maybe. Are you rich? I do all right. What keeps a man happy in a long-term relationship. Oh my God, like so many things. But I think it varies from person to person. Like, the trope is that men say they want peace. I'm not so sure they want that exactly. They say that they want that, but I'm not so sure they want that. I think just, healthy sex life, somebody that doesn't, bitch at them all the time and is supportive and gives good advice. That might be good things. Sort of support's a big one. Not resentment, not anger, not frustration, not bitching at them. All those things, I think most men would unanimously say that they don't want that in a woman. Speak English. Where's your dog? He's walking around somewhere. Max. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Here he comes. Ah, that's my man. This is Max. Come here, boy. Whoa. This is Max right here. I like him. Hey, buddy. Such a handsome boy. Yeah, he's all right. Look, he wears a tie like me. He's a good boy. You're talking about you, boy. Okay, listen, guys. It's been an hour for me. That's been my time. I'm gonna be on here tomorrow, so just come back, check me out. Follow me on Instagram if you want. All my lives are there. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Add me here, and we'll see you either on Instagram or TikTok. Okay, thanks everybody for joining me. Bye bye.